Welcome. In this video, I'll be sharing with you one of the biggest secrets of the universe. My editing techniques. Wow! So many people have bought the badass pack. I was like, oh, I thought that only the pros will appreciate this stuff, but apparently there's so many of you who wanted it and enjoyed it and appreciated it. This was a very pleasant surprise for me. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the suggestion right here, click on it, watch that video and come back to us. We'll wait for you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. A lot of you have been asking me to do a tutorial how to use those plugins, and I'm very glad you've asked. How did I do the bus zoom in here? Let me recreate it with you now. Okay? So obviously it's ridiculous, it comes like this. And that doesn't serve us. So the first thing we need to do is to put it in the right place. So let's do that. I'm gonna put it where it's supposed to be, somewhere here. Yeah, that looks like it fits the spot. Now, as you can see, it comes out of the borders. There's like the car coming here. So you can still feel like something is off here. I will make it a bit more round, and then I will increase the feather. See how it looks like. It's not bad, it's getting there. The fact that it appears like that out of nowhere, it's a bit strange. Some people will notice it, and the most important, if you can notice it, it's not a good sign. You kind of have to reach a point where you don't even notice how it happened. So make sure that the moment when it appears, it's not too obvious. I'm gonna decrease the opacity, and I'll go 1, 2, 3 keyframes, and I'll make the opacity maximum. So let's see how it looks like now. Let me just remove the color correction because my computer is having a hard time playing and recording the image at the same time. So that's already a pretty good result, yeah? I can actually take it 2 frames back because the biker there is a bit obvious. So we want to take the bike a bit back. So when it zooms in, it is not there. The last frames, as you can see, it just jumps a bit. This moment, it just jumps like this. It's not a big deal, like when you just play it, it doesn't bother the eye so much, but to make it smooth, what I do is I play with the background zoom. So I will keyframe that somewhere in the middle and come right till the end and zoom in to the maximum. And that will do this really, really soft fade into the background. It will really complete the job. I don't feel like there is a need for any extra motion blur or anything like that, but if you want to do that, it's easy. You can just put this in the right spot, add motion blur. Let me put back the color correction. It's stuff that you only see in movies. Before I created this effect, I used to do this manually each time. It would take me something like 15 minutes. Now that I have this effect, it takes me like 2 minutes, even less. The fact that I can do this so fast and so clean is an amazing thing. All right, next. Slide. Slides are beautiful and they work really, really well. It's probably my favorite effect. It feels very, very natural. It feels like it's a camera move rather than an effect. I want to give you an example of when slides working the best. First one is following a camera move. Whatever direction the camera is going, that's the slide that you want to take with the right arrow. Second situation where slides are amazing is when somebody is looking somewhere and you use the slide as a camera move towards where they're looking at. But be careful not to do something stupid like this. So I watched this video from McKinnon. It teaches how to make your own camera transitions.
When you're shooting, get crazy with it, back and forth, up and down.
I enjoyed this video a lot. I love Peter. He said something that inspired me to create an effect, and that was
beautifully organic, natural transitions that you can't just download. You can't buy these, you can't apply them through your editing software.
That's the fast swish. It's fun. It's funky. This effect is specifically made for this editing style where it's jumpy, it's fast, and it works the best with keyframing the motion. So for example, I have a transition between this to this where the transition starts with the motion blur on 29, and then in the middle of the transition I put it on 0, and then it goes back to blur. So that when you play it, it looks somehow, how should I describe it? Here is a sip of coffee, very necessary for the progress of mankind into badass effects. Like I said, I'm slowly going mad with this channel, so stay tuned for that. So mask transition. Like with the zoom in, the mask transition is designed for many different situations. It comes completely blank, waiting for your command. So let's do one together. Alright, so the first thing I want to make sure is that what I want to crop is going from the beginning till the end of the frame. As you can see, the tree here goes from the left edge of the screen till the right edge of the screen. When I have the tree coming out completely from the frame, I can cut that footage, and this footage is already ready to connect. One thing you want to obviously make sure is that the camera is going towards the same direction. If it's not going towards the same direction, like in this case, you just take this effect, the flipped. Everyone has this effect built in with Final Cut. Okay, so now the camera is going towards the same direction. Okay, let's take the effect. And what I'm doing is I'm stretching the effect right till the first moment the tree leaves the left side of the frame. So it's right here. Yeah, that's the first moment the effect will start. Okay, now it's keyframe time. I can just take the mask and I put it on the left side of the frame. Now, one tip before you even start, you always want to take the scale to, let's say, 120. Once you've done that, you look at your line, which is curved, and you rotate your mask to match that line and try to match it. I can see already that I need to make the mask even bigger because you can see here it leaves the frame. So I'll make it, let's say, 150. And take it back. I'll try to match the line of the tree. Once I have that, I can add some feather. Okay, that looks pretty good for now. Once I have that ready, I'm gonna keyframe everything. And then I go a few frames back and I just move the mask. That's all I need to do. I move the mask to where the tree stands now. Take it even more back and I move the mask to where the tree is now again. Don't worry about when it's leaving the tree a bit, when it's not matching. We can come back to that and fix it later. So we're gonna go with this now all the way. And once the tree left the frame. Okay, so now let's just quickly correct those little mistakes here. And voila. So that's the mask transition. It's very simple, very easy. I personally find it much faster than pointing, moving the mask all the time and moving it around. It was driving me crazy. This is huge for me. Alright, I think that's it. Let me know if you have more questions about those effects in the comments. I'm gonna leave you with this edit that I teased you with in the beginning. This will give you a real taste of what you can do with those effects. Enjoy.
On the edge of a knife, I've been waiting for this all my life. You know I can't stop till I'm good and